News from around the globe. Hot, fresh, balanced and objective. On Unity.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. The headlines: Federal government increases fuel price to 185 naira per litre. Gunmen meet Reverend Father, abduct catechist in Ikulu. We will aid investors by eliminating corruption, says Tinubu. I will enhance traditional rulers' position to improve security, says Atiku. And in sports, Barcelona, Real Madrid through to Copa del Rey round of 8. And those were the headlines, and for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. The Director General of Nigeria Mining, Obadiah Nkom, on Thursday disclosed that the office generated 14.6 billion naira from 2018 to 2022 from the issuance of mining license. Nkom made this disclosure at the 63rd session of the ministerial briefing organized by the Presidential Communications team at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Also, he said the office revoked 3,402 dormant titles, adding that the agency ensures that only the rightful people are given license. He also disclosed that Nigeria's coal had become a universally sought-after resource. According to him, in 2018, 2019 and 2020, the agency generated 1.55 billion naira and 238 billion naira and 257 billion naira respectively. However, between 2021 and 2022, its revenue fell from 4.3 billion to 3.7 billion. Nkom explained that the agency's revenue dropped due to charges in its internal operating system, which temporarily affected revenue inflow. Unknown gunmen have kidnapped Mr. Kefas Ishaya, the catechist of St. Monica Catholic Church, Ikulupari, in Chawai, chiefdom of Kauru local government area of Kaduna State. It was gathered that the gunmen abducted the catechist when they could not get his boss, Reverend Father Joseph Shekari. According to Nan, Shekari, who was not at his residence when the attack occurred, had traveled out of the village. Chairman of Ikulu zone of the parish, Mr. Sunday Bagay, told Nan that the abductors came around 9:30 p.m. and dragged the catechist to the bush. He said the gunmen shot sporadically, moving through the church, the school, and the priest's residence in search of the Reverend Father. Some residents of the area told Nan that the gunmen broke into the priest's house through the fence. The new Nigeria People's Party (NNPP) has established mechanism to check vote buying in Kano ahead of the 2023 election. The party decried frequent reports of politicians and their supporters procuring and hoarding permanent voters' card (PVCs) in various communities. On Wednesday, the police arrested an alleged All Progressives Congress APC member with 29 PVCs at Dawaki town in Dawaki Tofa local government area. The suspect is 45-year-old Tasiu Abdullahi. According to Public Relations Officer SP Abdullahi Haruna, the statement on Thursday by NNPP, campaign spokesperson Sanusi Bature said the party will follow up on the case. The state legal advisor, Barrister Bashir Yusuf, have been directed to pursue the matter and ensure Abdullahi is arraigned to face the law. The NNPP urged Nigerians to speak out and report incidences of vote buying and PVC hoarding in the spirit of protecting democratic principles. Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), has pledged to introduce reforms that will enhance the status of traditional institutions in the country. If elected, Atiku, who disclosed this while speaking at the palace of the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Obale Khan Balogun, on Thursday, said such reforms will place traditional rulers in a position to ensure peace and security in their areas. The former vice president of Nigeria admitted that the nation is currently facing issues like insecurity, but noted that traditional rulers have roles to play in maintaining security in their domains. The Olubadan, who spoke through one of the High Chief Tajuddin Ajibola, further advised Atiku to tackle insecurity in the country. Prominent PDP leaders who accompanied Atiku to the palace include the vice presidential candidate and Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, PDP National Chairman Iyorchia Ayu, his predecessor Prince Uche Secondus, former Vice President Namadi Sambo, one-time Governor of Jigawa State Sule Lamido, former Kogi State Governor Idris Wada, Olagunsoye Anyilola, and Dine Melaye. Others were Ndudi Elumelu, Abdul Ningi, former Governor Boni Haruna of Adamawa State, his Cross River counterpart, Liel Imoke, and former Speaker of the House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara and Philip Aduda. Presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Thursday assured that if elected, his government will not scare away investors but fight and eliminate corruption. Tinubu, who stated this during a consultative forum with the Federation of Construction Industry in Nigeria, FOCI, the capacity to build its own refineries. The former Lagos governor also said his mission is to better position Nigeria as a prosperous country to the coming generation, which is crucial to achieving sustainable security. According to him, there is need to have a construction bank which could guarantee long-term loans for the players in the industry. The APC candidate lamented that since he grew up, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, have been the same, stressing that the bank has no dynamic innovation to even create a secondary market in the housing industry. Tinubu reiterated his determination to ensure security of lives and property. The Commandant General CG, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC, Dr. Ahmed Audi, on Wednesday met families of personnel killed by bandits in Kaduna State. The news agency of Nigeria NAN reports that 7 personnel and 5 others were killed in an ambush in Kuriga village in Chukwu local government area on January 9 while performing their legal duties. Audi, who described the killing as colossal, however, charged other personnel not to be deterred by the ugly incident, but instead to continue putting in their best for a more secure country. According to him, the federal government has put in place new policies that will cater to the welfare of personnel of the NSCDC. Audi explained that the Corps have been settling burial benefits, entitlements, accident and group life insurance policies to personnel as and when due. He said that upon assumption of duty as CG 2 years ago, the backing of salaries and arrears have been cleared with a few pending, which will soon be settled. He reiterated the commitment of the Corps towards collaborating with other security agencies in dealing with hoodlums in the language they understood in line with the presidential directive. Dr. Audi commended the President Muhammadu Buhari for his relentless efforts towards providing relevant platforms to contain various security threats across the country. NAN reports that there were goodwill messages from sister security agencies such as Immigration, Road Safety, the Army and Correctional Service, among others. Highlight of the event was a presentation of check to next of kings to the deceased personnel and award of recruitment slots to each family to replace the slain personnel. The federal government has officially increased the price of petrol by 8.8% to 185 naira per litre from 170 naira per litre. The ex-depot price also moved up from 148 per litre to 167 per litre. The government disclosed this in a notice to fuel marketers yesterday, directing that the new price should take immediate effect. The development has caused further anxiety for motorists who ended up spending hours in fuel stations in search of the product. A source had told Vanguard that an internal memo was sent by the government to all marketers, including the Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria, MOMAN, and the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN. Responding to the development, the president of the IPMAN, Chinedu Okonkwo, said so he had, but they are waiting for the circular because without that, they cannot do anything. When told that some major oil marketers have adjusted their pump price to the new approved price, he said they can adjust as the product is scarce to get at the moment. But with this new approved price, they hope to get products so that they can sell to consumers. Also, the National Operations Controller of the IPMAN, Mike Osatoyi, said his members have continued to lift the product of 240 naira per litre Meanwhile, most independent retailers of petrol in Lagos have adjusted their pump price to between 290 naira per litre and over 300 naira per litre. And in sports, Barcelona comfortably made it through to the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey by thrashing third-tier side Ceuta 5-0, wrapping her called home in the first half, while Robert Lewandowski scored twice in the second period, converting from close range and striking in for 5-0 in between. 20-year-old Ansu Fati added a superb solo effort, and midfielder Frank Cassar powerfully headed home. Real Madrid also progressed to the last 8 stage, its stunning second-half comeback to win 3-2 at Villarreal. Carlo Ancelotti's man had fallen 2-0 behind in the first half, courtesy of goals from Etienne Capo and Samuel Chukwueze, but the visitors responded in superb fashion as Vinicius Jr. and Elder Matlinho drew them level before Dani Ceballos netted the winner 4 minutes from time. Real are in the last 16 of the Champions League and travel to Liverpool in the first leg on 21 February. Meanwhile, Barca are aiming for a league and cup double and are 3 points clear of Real at the top of La Liga, managed by their former star midfielder Xavi. Barcelona are also in the playoff round of the Europa League, hosting Manchester United in the first leg on 16th of February. With this story, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV, respectively. I am Ruqayyat Sani Ibrahim. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs.